And start. There we go. Sup, people? This your boy John Doe. How y'all doing today, man? And we got the regular cast of unusual suspects with me today with a special guest. Mr. T couldn't make it. You know, he'll most likely be here on the next podcast. You know, he got a little drowned in work this week, so he wasn't able to make this podcast. But we got Zoba7 to go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
All right. Go ahead, Dog Holy. You want to say your piece, sir?
Yo, this is Dog Holy, your funny talking gamer, aka Mushmouth, man. Let's go.
All right. C4.
Hello.
And last but not least, my boy Screwface. Go ahead and say your piece, sir.
Say hello to the bad guy.
Welcome, bad guy. How you doing today, sir? You know what I'm saying? Nice to have you. Okay, we're going to start this thing off, man. You know, I've been wanting to get to this for a little while, but I've been slacking. I ain't gonna much lie to you, man. I should have got this to you in a 2 cent. But I'm glad to bring it to you today in a podcast. And that's Sony ripping off the people. You know, it took XBots, to get Sony to give over the dough, to pass the dough over, man, because the ponies refused to acknowledge that they was getting swindled. They was getting hoodwinked. They was getting bamboozled. They didn't want to acknowledge this. You know what I'm saying? Plymouth, we land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't want to understand that. So we're going to start off with Zoba. Go ahead and say your piece on that, Zoba.
Oh, this is with the Last of Us, right?
Oh, hell yeah, you already know. You already know they got ripped over. Come on, man.
I was for Sony for ripping those clowns off. I can't believe people actually pre-ordered a game that's been out about a year already just for 1080p 60 frames per second.
It's so sad, so sad. I know it.
But, you know, Sony doing that is a good thing, and, you know, for the people who you know, deserve their $10 back. But you know, I think everybody deserved to get robbed, man.
Double dipping at its finest, right there. Double dipping at its finest. Go ahead, Screwface. I heard you laugh, man. You want to say something about this? Double dipping.
Oh man. Well, I mean, I don't know. I kind of agree with Sobe too, kind of, because like, you know, people will say, like when you get these consoles and then they come out with a cheaper price, or, you know what I'm saying, shit down the road, you kind of pay for being the early bird and wanting to get it first. But I think they should give them their money back. They shouldn't, you know what I'm saying, because it's a game that's already been out. I mean, I don't even feel like they even needed to remaster it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it
was already a good looking
game. It's already on PlayStation 3. You know what I'm saying? If people want to play it, they can play it on PlayStation 3. You know what I'm saying? I don't. They should have never remastered it anyway. I think it's stupid.
It would look like the same damn game. Go ahead, C4. Go on and say your piece on that there, sir.
You know, not to ride the coattails, but I'm gonna have to agree, you know, with Zobe as well, for the simple fact that, you know, anybody willing to go spend $60 on a game they can go pick up for $20 or less, you know, you deserve to be slapped upside your head, you know what I'm saying? And I can't help but agree with that, you know. But what I really find funny was the fact that people were trying to damage control the situation and say, you know, maybe they could take that money and give us some AAA games. That's what I find to be the funniest. You know, and on one hand, when we on the forums on Facebook and these other websites, they're telling us that AAA games don't matter. You know, they love the indies. Now they're telling us, they're like, you know what? I will gladly let them keep my $10 because we need some AAA games. You know, so it's like, which one you want?
They're paying $400 for a console with games you could download and play on your damn cell phone.
Yeah, all them PopCap games, man. It's like crazy.
They love their indies.
Love the indies.
Dog Holy.
Well, as for me, you know, I'm a Last of Us fan, but they're some damn fools. They be fucking retarded. And I wouldn't buy it anyway. Got on PlayStation 3. What's the difference? There ain't no new content. Ain't no new DLC. The only thing it did was it's 60 frames per second. And we all know it's gonna be like 20 frames per second, but I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
You know, see, now let me go ahead and put in my little 2 cents, my piece on this situation. Now, I sat back and I watched the buffoonery. I watched this mockery go down across YouTube. I watched it. And opponents, y'all look like some damn fools, you know. But on the same note, the same thing that the Xbox just helped the opponents have helped the Xbox, you know what I'm saying, in the same token, because when the Xbox was all for the DRM, you know what I'm saying, all for getting fucked by Microsoft at the beginning, you know, the opponents was screaming from the high hell mountains, even though they knew they wasn't going to buy the console. Yeah. But a lot of the things that we got now is because they was screaming and saying how fucked up it was. You get what I'm saying? Even though they were just doing the troll. And I don't know if it came from that type of place with the being swindled. I think more of the Xbox just seeing that shit was being fucked up. You get what I'm saying? That's some fucked up bad shit. Y'all need to get at Sony, man. They over there ripping y'all off. And instead of them, dude, it's it's a term for this situation. Say if somebody being in prison and they find acceptance and they start liking their prisoner, what that's called? It's a term for that. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Oh man, it's
Stockholm syndrome.
Huh? What is it called?
Is it called like Stockholm syndrome?
Yeah, Stockholm syndrome. That's what these motherfuckers got, man. They got Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, you right on the money. My boy C4 with the dude. That's what they got, man. You know what I'm saying, dude? They continuously getting fucked over, but they refuse to look at Sony in the negative light. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course,
anything Sony say or do, they accept it. No, dude, ain't that a classic case of Stockholm syndrome?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, they getting effed over there, man, and it is absolutely horrible. I don't even know how they can even justify the things that they accepted, dog. Sony continuously lying to them on a regular basis. Dude, these dudes is defending indie games, man. They even paying $400 to play indie games.
But last generation, it wasn't acceptable for the Xbox 360.
Yes.
Mm-mm. Well, you already know that the Sony fan base of ponies is very hypocritical, because they are the same ones who were upset, and you know they told Xbox gamers that we were ruining gaming because we were paying to play multiplayer games online. You know,
yeah.
Those are the same ones now playing for PlayStation Plus in order to play that shitty ass Killzone online. You know, so you know hypocrisy runs amok in the Sony camp. I wanted to add something to that, the whole you know, Last of Us thing too. The thing that I find really funny is that people were, you know, actually going out there pre-ordering a downloadable game. That's the thing that really tripped me out, because in my opinion, you know, when you pre-ordering a game, you're usually doing it to make sure you have a copy of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to go to Best Buy or GameStop and they say we sold out. You know.
Yeah.
But when it's downloadable, it's always going to be there. So what's the point of even pre-ordering it?
Hold on. Matter of fact, let me go deeper into that there, sir. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
At least they know what Last of Us looks like. You know what I'm saying? They can basically grasp what they pre-ordering. Dude, they pre-ordering Uncharted that hasn't even dropped yet. Dude, it don't got no gameplay, nothing. You know what I'm saying? They pre-ordering a trailer. You know what I'm saying?
They're going to be mad as hell when they find out it's a $15 PSN title. They're going to be mad as shit.
Dude, because you got to think about it. They fired damn near everybody who was working on the original Uncharted. Everybody gone. So they honestly don't know what this new Uncharted going to be like, but they going out and buying it by the bunches. Ain't that crazy?
It's going to be some deal.
Oh my goodness. Well, anything else anybody want to say on this subject before we move on?
Yeah, what you said before, how you know the Sony fanboys came out in an uproar when they wanted to charge the DRM. You know, Xbox wanted to do the DRM.
Yeah.
I think what we were doing was very small compared to what they were doing, because you had guys like IGN, and you had other big channels like Angry Joe and what's that fat slob? Boogie 2988 was coming out. They were mad and slamming their keyboards.
And
I didn't see. And then when Sony does this, I don't see nobody. I don't see IGN. I don't see none of them. I just now see IGN post something just now.
And you're not going
to. It's like
you're not going to.
You said what?
You're not going to see it.
I said you're not going to see it.
So it's like
it's the media great bias.
You know, I'm a Sony guy. Yeah. You're never. Exactly. So it's like it was more of a big deal because of that. But like the only reason I'm a Sony dude, but I'm also fair, and I believe that we need to be fair when it comes to both counts. If it's wrong on this side, then it's wrong on that side. Angry Joe, Boogie 2988, and IGN, y'all need to come out and say things too. I mean, you know, it's over and done with, but still, you know, in the future, let's start seeing some fair news coming out of both sides. You know what I mean?
I agree with you 100%. That's the whole way. See, everybody know I prefer the Xbox. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not scared to call Xbox out on their bullshit. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If Xbox fuck up, then you best believe I'm finna light them up. I'm finna light them a new one, you know. And that's my whole thing. So when I go at any of these companies, I'm not going at them out of maliceness. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just calling out the bullshit. Don't bullshit us, because at the end of the day, we all gamers and we all want to enjoy the things that we love, and that's gaming. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that all of us got in common, whether we like the other console the other person play on or not. We all gamers at the end of the day, and we all want to enjoy games, you know. And that's one thing that ties everybody together, you know.
Yeah.
People don't look at it like that, you know.
Exactly. Of course not.
Anything else on this one?
No, I think I'm pretty much done.
Nah, I'm good, man.
All right.
A-okay.
All right, well, next we're going to move on to the whole Capcom being sold. We know that they're up for sale right now. I'm going to save my opinions for the end of this here. I'm going to let Screwface go ahead and chime in first on starting this one off right here.
Okay, well, as a Nintendo fan, I hope Nintendo buys it.
Yeah.
I would love to see Resident Evil and Mega Man, Street Fighter, all the titles they have, man, coming out exclusively on the Wii U that I just purchased last night. And
congratulations.
Thank you. And you know, I just think that would be huge. I hope Sony doesn't buy it, but I'm sure PlayStation fans hope they do. That way they can at least have some games put out on their console.
Sony ain't got no money to buy no.
I was about to say the same thing. Sony can't even afford to put a bid in, so you can forget that.
They can't even afford to buy the hold on to their own company. Who is this?
The ponies is.
Who is Crytek? Somebody invited somebody else in there?
I don't see nobody else in here.
Yeah, I see a Crytek in here.
Who is Crytek? Somebody, hey, back out, Pippin. Please.
Anyway.
That was Obi.
No, that was me.
You sitting on the wrong link, Zoe?
I hope I didn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think you did, man.
You know that was Obi.
Man. You done tweeted out the wrong link, man.
Let me go delete it. My bad.
Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey, somebody...
You know, those are some of my favorite games coming up as a gamer. So, and I own an Xbox One, so if Microsoft buys it, you know what I'm saying, then that's okay too. You know what I'm saying?
And let Cowtails know that I appreciate you backing out, Pimpin'. You know what I'm saying? It was a close partner, so I apologize. I wasn't trying to be rude. Can somebody like this so I can actually see the chat? Because I can't go to my page and look to see this part up. Can somebody like it so I can go and watch it? So
I done that already. I done all that.
Where you liked it? Because I can't see it.
I like it, and I link it to you on Skype.
Yeah, okay. Let me go. I didn't see you link. You didn't link it to me on Skype again. Oh, there it is. I got it. You good.
I'm on it. You late.
All right. Well, go ahead. Let me know how you feel about this whole Capcom thing.
Dog Holy.
Me?
Yeah, it's on you.
I'll be honest with you. I'm with Screwface, and I want to see Nintendo get it. They deserve it. I don't want to see Xbox get it or Sony. I think Nintendo should have it. And they got the money.
To be honest with you on this situation, hold on, but no, I'm gonna come in at the end. I'm gonna save it because. But go ahead.
But like I said, like I think Nintendo should have it. They got the money and they can buy it.
That's true. That is true. They're gonna give us some of that money to Philips though. But we're gonna talk about that a little bit later.
There you go.
Go ahead, Zobi.
I think we should be careful what we ask for. I don't think Capcom is the same as it used to be back when we were kids. There's a reason why Capcom is losing money, that is because of the poor games they've been putting out for the past couple years, and they've been hustling us for the past couple years.
Yes, they're pulling the Sony. They're doing the same thing Sony did.
Yes, those are my three biggest companies back in the day were Sony, Capcom, and Square Enix, and all three of them are trying to hustle the gamers. And they're all
Tecmo.
Well, Tecmo was cool, but my top three was them. Anything they did, I loved. They dropped it classic after classic after classic daily. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like with Capcom, we need to be careful what we ask for. Nintendo, I would like Nintendo to have them because Nintendo will expect more out of them. They wouldn't let them nickel and dime the consumer. They will really put Capcom to work. I know Capcom doesn't feel like working, but they really put Capcom to work. Because you know how Capcom don't want to work? Because they made this game called Dragon's Dogma, and it's one of the greatest Capcom games of all time. And they made an article talking about we worked too hard for that game. There might not be another one of these bad boys. Capcom is out of control. Talking about they worked too hard. But anyway, we got to be careful what we ask for. Nintendo will whip them into shape. I believe that. But with Microsoft get them, I don't know if Microsoft's going to have that heavy hand on Capcom, but because they need to be.
But the thing with Microsoft, when they assimilate you, you know what I'm saying? Because that's basically what they're doing. They're assimilating you. You know what I'm saying? When you get assimilated, hey, dog, hold it, mute your mic. When they assimilate you,
no, really fucking slow.
No, I don't.
Dog, hold it. Dog, hold it. Dog, hold it.
Lord.
He don't even know there we go. Okay. Now, when they assimilate you, you know what I'm saying? They bring you in, and you usually got to do the business practices like Microsoft, and that's what I would think Sony would do. You know,
Rare was a great company too, and then no disrespect, but they didn't really put a heavy hand on them. Now they're talking about they're going to get their act together. But I'm sorry. Go ahead. I apologize.
Yeah. No. I like.
No, it was on you, Zoe. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's actually your chat. I was just you. So you can go ahead and finish off. I was just.
When it comes to Microsoft, they're kind of down with the same nickel and dime tactics. No offense, but it's like I hope wherever Capcom goes, I know when they go to Nintendo, Nintendo's going to whip them in shape. They're going to make the Mega Mans. They're going to make the classics. They're going to make the Resident Evils back to being Resident Evil. They're going to do the right thing. But if it goes to Microsoft, I'm going to be a little scared.
Oh man, when it comes out, dude, that's why all we would get is the kiddie games out of Capcom if they get them. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'll be scared of.
Hopefully we get Mega Man Legends 3 or something. You know what I mean? But
yeah. Go ahead, C4. So you ain't.
Yeah, we're gonna have to stop letting Zobi go before me because he's still on my catalog. but it's pretty much. I feel the same way. A lot of people keep on saying they wanted to go to Microsoft and they wanted to go to Sony, but I was going to say the same thing. Like for me personally, I really don't care because I haven't been a fan of Capcom in a good while. So it really doesn't matter where they go. Yeah. I probably won't be supporting them if they're not coming out with grade A quality games.
Exactly.
As for what company I wouldn't mind seeing them going to, I was asked this question yesterday, and I said Microsoft. But now that I think about Nintendo as a company, from what Zobi was just saying, I do think that Nintendo would make sure if they putting out a game under them, it would, have to go through a certain type of, testing and, it's going to
at least if they actually put out a game through Nintendo, we know it'll be a complete game.
Yeah, that's what exactly. Because Nintendo does not allow companies, and that's one thing I do like about them. They do not allow these companies to nickel and dime their consumers. You know, you could do it on the Xbox, you could do it on the PlayStation, but when it comes to Nintendo, you got to come out with a game that's 100% complete and done. All of that 70% done, and you could buy the other 30%. They don't go for that, and that's one thing I do applaud them for.
Yeah.
You know, so as for me, you know, I would have to say that it's crazy because I had a completely different opinion yesterday, but I would have to, you know, say I wouldn't mind seeing Nintendo pick them up because look, you know, judging by that whole Dead Rising 3 thing, I don't know if I really want Microsoft to pick them up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh
You know,
yeah. I feel you. I feel you. Well, Capcom is known for nickel and diming us as well. You know, they're a nickel and dime company. Look how many Street Fighters they put out of the same Street Fighter. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep. And they got like what, 20 of them in the past 5 years.
That's crazy.
and that's ridiculous. But when it come down, see, I sat down and I thought. I was like, dang, should Microsoft get them? And I'm like, no. Should Sony get them? No. Should Nintendo get them? No. I don't want either of the big three. I want some outside company to help out Capcom, you know what I'm saying, to let Capcom be Capcom at the end of the day. Because the games that they put out, I don't feel that one company should own that kind of power, man. That's just too much power to put in one company's hands. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
And not to cut you off, but I was what you said earlier was one of the main reasons why I said I wasn't sure if I wanted Nintendo to get it, because I know how they are. You know, they like to be everybody's parents.
Yeah.
If Nintendo was to get it, would they still allow the games that, you know, adult gamers love, like the Resident Evils and stuff, to be Resident Evil?
Well, the classic Resident Evil 4.
The Resident Evil was Resident Evil back when they had it.
Yeah. Resident Evil 4 was one of the greatest Resident Evils of all time, and that started on the GameCube, right?
Oh, I know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it did, and I know that, but I'm just saying with the whole Wii and Wii U thing, they kind of went, you know, for the whole family thing again, and you know, I don't know. I was just kind of skeptical as to whether they would, still try to hold that parent fist, or would they allow them to do it?
You seen the trailer of Devil's Third?
What you saying?
Yeah.
You seen the trailer of Devil's Third, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't say that they make kiddie games or dumb it down when you see.
How many games did they put out like that in the last 8 years? One.
What I'm saying is, if they allow a game like that, then they'll allow Resident Evil to be what Resident Evil is. That's what I'm saying.
I can't even say that. They got to come with more than one game.
Street Fighter and Mega Man's a game for everybody anyway.
Yeah.
And see, and that's another reason why I feel the way I feel. Like, can you imagine, you know what I'm saying, a Sony owning Street Fighter or something? You know what I'm saying? I feel that's a game that everybody should be able to play. You know, and I wouldn't want, you know, like in these big tournaments, you know, I wouldn't want it to be locked down to one company. But if a company was to buy them, I would want it to be Microsoft, because I'm a Microsoft supporter. But I think if anything, they should sell off every IP they got. Like Nintendo should get Mega Man, you know what I'm saying?
Kind of like THQ did, with different companies get different.
Exactly.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, just split it off like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just keep Street Fighter out their way. It's always going to be a multiplayer. You know what I'm saying? Don't give it to nobody.
Yeah.
You know, just split it up that way. I think that would be a good idea. But I wouldn't want one company to own it all together.
I did see something today. I did see something today that what Disney was thinking about buying them. I guess because you know, like Marvel, Disney owns Marvel, and you know, Marvel used to work with Capcom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'd be pretty big.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, the thing with that is that they'll allow it to be multi-plat. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, they got plenty of money. They got old, super old money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not only that, but Disney. I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Screwface. You're not coming in on mine, so I'm sorry if I'm talking over you.
No, you're not.
You
Yeah,
got
I
the
can
water down effect at the time. You know how your mic be doing. You know. it gets a little dampened at times. But I can hear you, though.
Go ahead, King.
Go ahead,
Oh
King.
no, I was just saying. I forgot what I was saying now. So go ahead.
Well, if everything is cleared up about this, then we can move on to the other big company up for sale, which I don't know too. I can't go into too deep into Crytek, but we're gonna talk about Crytek, and you know what I'm saying, and they floundered. I'm gonna let C4 go first, so Zombie can't take all his ideas this time.
Oh no! See, now you can let somebody go first because I don't know shit about Crytek.
I apologize. I don't know. What do you mean by Crytek? What happened?
They going bankrupt. For what I said, they said they're going bankrupt right now. You know?
Crytek is a company that made the Crisis series.
They made Crisis. They made they helped make Far Cry.
Yeah, they had their hands in Homefront, the first one.
Guys.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're making a new Homefront too. Ain't that through
Yeah,
Crytek?
it's supposed to be coming out in 2015.
Nah, but it ain't through Crisis though.
Huh?
Well,
It's not through Crisis.
Well, I was just it just came out. Crisis Dev Crytek denies claims that it's in financial trouble. So I don't know how true that is.
So they're denying it now.
Yeah. Crisis is a company that was big making PC games.
Yeah.
Had their hands in on basically a lot of first-person shooting PC games.
Yeah.
So
yeah, when you're in the Call of Duty market, you know, if you're not Call of Duty or EA, you're gonna lose, man. And you know, Homefront and Crytek don't really. Homefront and Crisis don't really do too good. They do okay, but they don't do as good as they should.
The last Crisis game did terrible in sales alone, and I don't
know why?
You know why?
Because it's a damn PC damn game. You know?
No, it came out on everything.
I know it came, but it's still a PC damn game.
Yeah,
Before that, they were on the PC, right?
Yeah, before that was on PC. Crisis 1 and the other Crisis games was on the PC.
I think you needed like a very powerful PC to play.
You do. You need a nice ass graphic card to play that game.
Yeah.
On high settings.
People are not going to do that, man, and I can really see them in money troubles.
A lot of PC players went away from Crisis when Crisis 2 came to Xbox and PlayStation because they fucked the game up. And then when Part 3 came out, it didn't feel the same. And I got Part 3. I played it 8 times.
Why? Because they dumbed it down. You feel?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, the graphics is still there, but it feels like a Crisis 2 remix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they pushed the graphical limits, but their games are just okay. You know, if you're not.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm like that. They're mediocre to me.
Yeah.
They're visually stunning, but gameplay wise, they meh. You know?
Yeah, been there, done that 1,000 times.
Yeah, exactly.
They got good as engine. They got one of the best engines, but the thing is, they focus on just the fucking graphics.
Yeah, you're right.
We already know graphics without gameplay.
Yep.
It could be the reason right there that they actually going through it because their game's looking good, but they're not playing well. And that's the whole argument what we've been having with the community be having. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about graphics this and graphics that, but whatever happened to gameplay? You know.
Now, I'm sorry to say this and bring this back up, but Sony itself going that way because all they care about is the fucking graphics. Just like Last of Us.
I cannot agree with you on that, sir. No, they care about money. They don't care about anything.
No. I'm talking about the everybody who ran out and got fucking got Last of Us. Only why they got that game and reserve it all because they said 1080p, 60 frames per second. At the end of the day, you're buying the same game. It's on PlayStation 3.
Yeah, but the thing about it, that don't equal. Neither one of those stats equal graphics, though. You get what I'm saying? Graphics are graphics. You know what I'm saying? Resolution is resolution. Frames per second is frames per second. You
gotta remember the breed of people we're dealing with. They're pretty much they're morons when it comes to shit like this. I mean, I hate to put it like that, but that's what the fuck they are. They're fucking morons. I mean,
here go perfect example right here, and John Doe knows. John Doe, no disrespect to the guy on my video, but John Doe, you going through an argument exactly the same. Guy said H1Z1 look better than Final Fantasy. I'm done.
I'm like, oh man, dude. Have y'all seen the gameplay to that game, man?
That game is
We're
terrible.
gonna say that for when we go into the H1Z1 talk.
But oh man, please, yeah.
Let's get into them. Let's get into them PlayStation Now prices though.
Oh goodness
Them
gracious.
PlayStation Now prices.
We're going to talk to our local pony, you know what I'm saying? Our designated pony. Go ahead, Zoe. Let me know how you feel about the fuckery going on with Sony and their money grabs.
Wow.
What was the prices? Like $4 an hour or something like that?
Like $5 for 4 hours was the cheapest one they had, I believe.
And this is for a beta.
For a beta, exactly. It's a beta. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even the full version.
Nah,
I think it was like, what was it, like 20 or 30 or something? It was something like $10 or $15 for like 30 days or some shit.
Oh no, it's $30 for 90 days.
$30 for 90 days, and it's $20 for 30 days.
If I pay $30, I should own the damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
I hope Sony is not trying to do this, because bad news is still good news. So I hope they're not doing this to be like, then they just drastically drop the prices and be like, look at us, we turned around, we turned the leaf. Look at us, we're good guys, look at it, and you know what I'm saying? And it makes everybody rush out to go check it out. But I buy, when I go to GameStop and I go eBay, Amazon, and mom and pop stores, I buy old PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 games. I don't need PlayStation Now, and I hope nobody really invests their money into such a broken product. The frame rates are terrible. The games are not even the ones you want. The Brave Fence of Musashi's, you want the Crash Bandicoots, Spyro the Dragons. I guarantee those games are never going to be on there, man. And it's a rental service. You don't own the games, and it's DRM.
Yeah. Digital rights management for sure. The thing what they do, the thing they complain about, no, these are the things that the Xbox One was supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? For free. You know what I'm saying?
Xbox One, you can share your games for free, right?
Yeah, for free. You can do that for free. But y'all finna pay, dude, hundreds on top of hundreds of dollars to do this through Sony, and y'all just complain about this, dude. It's no way I can see this succeeding, but with these sheeple, these ponies,
because they don't support it because they ain't got nothing else to play.
Oh my goodness! No,
I mean, don't think Sony fanboys are that advanced. They're not going to support it. They'll say it in the YouTube comment section thing. You said what?
So the hardcore ponies will.
Yeah, people like me, they'll probably see an old ass game like, oh man, look at that, that's awesome. But these guys that you see crying and complaining, they're not putting their money towards it because they didn't buy the damn games from the PlayStation 3.
Probably don't even own a PS4 and they're crying.
Hold on, I got a question, right? You gotta go out and pay $134 to even get the PlayStation TV thing to even do the stream thing, right?
I think it's $100. I think it's $99.
Okay. So if you're doing that, can't you go get like a PlayStation for like $30? You know what I'm saying?
I picked up a PlayStation 1 at a flea market 3 weeks ago for $20.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You can go pick one up and then go buy all the games you want to buy.
The PS3 plays PS1 games.
No, Ben out.
You said what?
Hold on. The PS3, but that's only the 60 gig version, right?
That's all of them. All of them play PlayStation 1 games.
They just don't play the PS2 games. You just got to buy a new PS2 to play.
That's dumb as hell.
Yeah, that is silly.
Yeah, generations, but not the one previous.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they're doing.
That's just another reason why. Oh man.
Yeah.
It's stupid, but that's the way. I mean, that's the reason why. I mean, look at all the money Sony is going to be. I won't say all the money, but look at the money that Sony's going to be making off of this Last of Us remastered. I mean, look at most of the games we're getting right now for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. A lot of them are remastered games. Yeah. That's the reason why they don't allow us to play games from last generation, because they want to resell them to us again. Yes, and the sheep will go out there and buy them because they're. Most of them sold their PlayStation 3s or their 360s to get these consoles. Yes. So they're like, well, damn, I do want to play it again, but I don't have it. So instead of going out and buying that console again and that game, they say, well, fuck it, I'll just drop the $60 and get the game again. They betting on that. And that's the reason why won't get rid of my last generation consoles no matter what, because I do love playing older games. I'm like Zobi with that. So for me, if I want to play a game from the 360, PS3, and Wii era, I got that to play. You know,
play it on the console it came out on.
Exactly.
And you can pick them copies up a whole lot cheaper.
Yep, you can get those games, and that's the thing that killed me, because like a lot of those games, like they supposed to be coming out with Payday 2 for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. You can get that game now for $20. Is it going to come out for 50 or 40 in a couple of months?
Are they going to shut down the PlayStation Store with all the PlayStation classics when this thing opens?
The 360 got a good deal like that on the 360. They got a bunch of good deals in their store, but they haven't extended that over to the Xbox One, and I don't know when they will. But the 360 actually have a lot of good deals.
Yeah.
You wanted to say something?
But you finished giving your opinions on them prices, Zobi?
So what?
I was asking Zobi, was he done giving his opinions on those PlayStation Now prices?
They're ridiculous, but I wanted, because on the PlayStation Store, you can just get it for $5 to $10. Are they going to cancel that, or are they going to keep it open? Does anybody know?
Did they cross it over to the PS4 though? That's the thing about it.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
You know, because the Xbox One and the 360 stores are completely different. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the PlayStation 4 doesn't have the store in there yet.
I don't know. I don't have a PlayStation 4, so I can't even speak on it. You know?
That's crazy. They should have that.
No, they got a store over there, but I don't know if they have all them the games. Like it's like they being real stingy with the old digital content, and it's digital content. I don't understand why they restricting digital content on a new console. If it's digital, then we should be able to use it on the new console. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. But you know that's a good question.
I should be able to play Castle Crashers. You know what I'm saying? Small arms on my Xbox One have already owned it. You know, it's digital. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same controller setup and everything. You know, I feel that's just stupid, but that's the way they got these new consoles. You know, they nickel and diming us. They trying to get every little button. That's both companies. That's not just Sony. Both companies doing that.
That was a good question.
That's 100% true.
Yeah, that was a good question that he asked, though, because that's exactly what they did with the PlayStation 3. It came out, you know, the 60 and the 80 gig models, they came out, and you were able to play PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 games on them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they came out with that PlayStation Store, and they started selling PlayStation 2s, those updates bricked a lot of those 60 and 80 gigabyte models, so you had to go out and buy a new model, or Sony would replace it with another model. Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember those firmware updates that was bricking a lot of the older PlayStation 3s?
I do. You're right.
And that was so you would have no choice but to get another model, and then that way you couldn't play those PlayStation 2 games that you were able to play. As soon as they came out with that updated PlayStation Store, they started selling PlayStation 2 games. So you know, Sony been doing dirt for a long time, but you don't like we always say, you don't hear about this stuff in the media because it's it's not what people want to hear. But the truth is out.
What was that term again that I asked you about?
That Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, Stockholm syndrome. And they fell in love with their captors, dog.
This is the perfect reason why I am a pirate. I be damned. I remember that shit with PlayStation, because I did that shit with my motherfucking old PlayStation 3, where you can put the SD card, the big fat one. That is my example right
the 60s
there.
and 80s.
Oh, that is exactly my fucking example right there. I be damned, they gonna catch me off guard. That is why I pirate, and that's why Steam is my best friend. Right now,
let's hold up. Let me say something real quick. We over here at We Got Game do not support piracy. Disclaimer.
Time out. Listen, y'all. Who said about our pirate games? I don't know what pirate games is. I talking about pirate. I dress up like a pirate. I mate.
So you like to wear your pirate suit while you playing your game.
Okay. All right. Well, I put it out there, you know what I'm saying? I'm just putting that out there. We do not support that lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
At all. Not even a little bit. No, sir.
I don't want the cyber police knocking at my door. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my goodness, I don't get down with that. You know what I'm saying? Just
I
say
still don't know
no.
what y'all talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just
I'm talking about outfits like the outfit that's in Assassin's Creed. That was I bought that too. I'm wearing it right now.
All right, well, dude, I think it's. See, I was reading this article, and it was a dude. He was talking about it, and he said, man, he feels if this whole PlayStation Now thing fails, that this can really put Sony in a red. They're already financially, you know what I'm saying, hurting right now. So if this PlayStation Now thing doesn't work like they want it to, and it doesn't be successful because they got a lot riding on this, and dude, it could be the death of Sony. To be honest with you, this and that headset could be the death of Sony. And the thing about it, we might say these prices are too high, but they have to put these prices up at the level that they got them. They might can shift either way a little bit, but they can't really make it as low as a red box, because if they was to do something like that there, you got to think about it. Now people rather get games from Sony, and now they ain't going to GameStop, so GameStop will start carrying their games. You get what I'm saying?
But why is Netflix so successful?
Netflix don't got no competition. Netflix don't got competition. You know what I'm saying? They got other sites like Netflix, but it's not really stores.
Oh, watch stuff on Crackle and watch stuff on Netflix. You see why Netflix is where they are.
Netflix is so successful because Netflix is so successful because it's only $8. It's a cheap service.
You can ask the same question why Redbox so successful.
And you got unlimited. You got unlimited.
That's the thing Sony needs to do. They have to go cheap so they can bring in a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? So people can say, just the word of mouth will spread. That's how Netflix spread it. My mom knows about Netflix.
A lot of companies wouldn't support them selling their games. You got to think about that too.
That's true.
A lot of companies would, because now you taking monies directly from the devs. You know what I'm saying? And you the company that's supposed to be putting their games out and you know what I'm saying, to helping them sell.
They should just go with the old games first and then add the new stuff later.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say, to be honest with you, though. I don't know if that's 100% true, because the market that this PlayStation Now, in my opinion, is going after is the GameFly market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the people who prefer to rent games over buy games, where you could try it for a certain period of time, and then when you're done with it, you can give it back to them and go on to the next one. That's what they need to be doing.
GameFly got a subscription fee. I can get a certain amount of games and keep them forever. And
that's what I was going to say. And that's what Sony needs. They don't need to do this pay-to-play stuff. It needs to be it needs to be a monthly subscription where you can get out 1 to 3 games a month, and then when you're done with those, you can go on to another one. They need to structure this a totally different way than what they got it right now. Or anybody remember On Live? I know that failed, but you know, where if you had like a $20 a month subscription, you got access to unlimited games. Those were new games, old games, and you had it's like Netflix. You just go on your library, pick it, and you could play it. It don't matter what it was. They need to restructure this whole thing, because the way it's structured right now, you're gonna wind up spending more money renting games than you would actually buying it.
Yep.
If you're gonna pay if I'm gonna pay you $30 for a game that came out 8 years ago, when I can go to eBay or Amazon or anywhere and get it for $10, that's ridiculous. And it's mine forever.
For $2, man. You get that shit cheap.
Yeah.
I'll go out and buy me a PlayStation 3 and play PlayStation 1 games on it. You know what I'm saying? Before I do that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
They're gonna drop the prices, man. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, they ain't gonna have no choice. It's either they gonna drop the prices or they're gonna completely fail at what they're trying to do. So
I got a question for y'all. Any of y'all know if is this PlayStation Now supposed to be what Gaikai was supposed to be?
I don't know.
Or are they two totally different things?
What was Gaikai originally? I don't.
Wasn't Gaikai supposed to be like a streaming gaming service? In the beginning, when they were talking about it at their press conference,
I do remember that. It's funny. That's funny how I can't remember because Sony never said nothing since. But I do remember something because I used to call it Gaikai,
Yeah, and it was supposed to be a catalog of retro games and current games, and you were supposed to be able to stream them through your PlayStation 4. But I heard nothing else since then.
Like through a cloud service or something like that.
Yeah, and that's what I was wondering.
Okay.
Is this like
I do remember that.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just remember. Yeah.
No, I was just wondering if it was the same thing
though?
or did it have a different name?
Yeah.
C4. You know what's crazy about what you just said? Like, you can stream whole games. You hear me? Online to a little box. You can stream a whole game and play it. But they say you can't stream in physics and stuff. You get what I'm saying? You can't stream in effects and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I would think that a whole game would be way harder than just streaming.
The original idea with Gaikai was to own the game, right? But
no, I believe it was like PlayStation Plus, where you own it as long as you have a subscription.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought
it was like you can get all your games like from PS3. You can buy them and own them, but you just wouldn't have the disc. But you could be right. You are right.
You know it's gonna be DRM and base, man. Like Sony is nitpicking, man, and they want every little bit of money they can get. Well, and that's what I have seen so far. Go ahead, Screwface.
I said they need that money.
They do. That's why they was trying to keep them $10 from all the people.
The reason why they in the place that they in is because they as money. They're as greedy as they are. You get what I'm saying? They put themselves in the situation they in. You feel me?
The headset's gonna be an epic fail, man.
Oh yes, that VR headset. Yeah. Shoot, I can actually see Zombie with one of them shit songs doing the video.
I'm sorry to say. I'll go ahead. It's my bad. I'm sorry about that.
It'll be a collectible like the Virtual Boy. You know what I'm saying? Just you sitting there, but shit don't work.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what Sony thinking. I mean, I remember at one time I was reading that they were supposed to be coming up with like high-tech wigs and like I know y'all heard about the wigs.
Man, no.
And
y'all doing too much now, man. Y'all making Sony wigs look bad, man.
I'm just saying, man. I just remember, I know they in a hard place right now because they're making so many stupid decisions.
And y'all is wrong. I mean, all four of y'all is wrong.
Hey, Sony got her houses now. Sony got her houses now.
What's that high tech?
Y'all making Sony look like it's poor, like is living off of government cheese checks and everything, yo.
Hey man,
Flops.
What'd you say, Screwface?
I said they're not yet, but if that VR headset flops, that's a lot of money, man.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. They're coming out with high-tech wigs. Do you know how much money they putting into these wigs?
Dude, you playing about that wig, right?
No. I want everybody listening to this podcast right now, and y'all, I want y'all to go look up Sony wigs right now. That shit is the truth.
I thought you gonna do it, yo.
I'm gonna do it right now, man. I gotta see us on the wheel.
Come on, y'all. Let's move on to the next subject.
I don't want to Google it because if it's true, I'm gonna be mad as hell, man.
And they also
smart wig.
Smart wig.
It's smart wig. CNET.com. Oh my goodness, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Oh man. Everybody know Zoe gonna make a new video. I think he gonna want to put himself in this one.
They didn't. I'm gonna put this in the description right now. This is going in the description right now.
And I also want to bring up their digital paper that they were talking about costs $1,100.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So they in financial ruins right now. If this VR headset and this PlayStation Now and PlayStation TV don't take off, they could be in some serious troubles.
I can't believe I just seen they patenting smart wigs. That is absolutely crazy.
And I hate to be the one, to seem like the XBot, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not my role. But
Someone's in the corner with a cup like, you got change for 1080p.
Oh man, no, this is absolutely crazy.
So I could honestly see. I gotta ask you, Zobi, since you the resident Sony head,
Why I keep throwing
would you ever consider? Zobi, I like Zobi. You know, I'm subscribed to you, and I love your content, brother. So I'm not throwing you under the bus.
Hold on.
You know,
Before you say that, whatever happened to Monkey, man? I haven't seen Monkey in the video in a long time, man. Whatever happened to
I left I got to get a stand so I can do the videos from my room again. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man. I miss Monkey, man. Used to be talking to Monkey, man. That shit used to be hilarious.
But as soon as I get my stand back, man, I'm gonna be back in the room going off.
All right. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, man, we gotta get a Kickstarter going because we gotta raise these funds so we can get Zobi one of those smart wigs and one of those VR headsets so he could shoot a video in that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get a Kickstarter going.
Listen, dog. If you get him a Sony HUD house that's government funded, he will have money where he can get him a smart wig and his own headset, and he could be a opponent. You get what I'm saying? Housing, man. You know what I'm saying?
But I was hearing that those smart wigs are actually being made from pony hairs. So
100% pony.
100% pony hair. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Be an official pony. Get a smart wig. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all niggas is wrong, Y'all niggas is wrong as hell.
I'm done on Sony. I ain't gonna say no.
Dude, I wonder if you could put make it turn into like rainbow hair. You know what I'm saying? Like the rainbow hair. You know what I'm saying?
A gay Sony pony.
You know, I said your hair look like a rainbow pony. You know what I'm saying? Look like a rainbow pony.
Next subject, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Ain't nobody trying to walk around with no VR headset.
We all about to get a copyright strike.
Man, these ponies like fruit and stuff, man. I'm telling you, man.
Could you imagine somebody with one of them wigs on and a VR headset walking around looking like a gay Stevie Wonder? Oh, hell no.
Dude, hey, we would never think that these girls would be having like 1 million piercings in their face, but they do.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You go outside, man, you see girls out here with like 20 piercings all across their face. I'm like, God damn, man, that shit don't hurt. Oh, man, hey, it's a new day, man. Shoot, you know what I'm saying? 1 billion piercings and rainbow hair. You get what I'm saying? So you can probably press a button on the wig and it turn whatever color you want to. You know what I'm saying? Fire red, all white, you know. Shoot, matter of fact, I got to go see that Lucy when that come out, man. I think that movie going to be awesome. I don't know if y'all know about that, but I got to go see that. But Lucy. Yeah, you might want to look that up. That's down your lane. I think you'll like a movie like that. Check that out when you get a chance to. Hey, but C4.
Yeah.
Well, what else we got on the docket for today, man?
We were also going to go into the Xbox One's pre-order numbers in Japan.
Oh man.
I'm gonna let now we're gonna let Zobi go into this because I seen he made a video about this not too long ago. I ain't checked it out yet, but go ahead and give us your opinions on what you think the Xbox One is about to do to Japan.
A couple of Sony ponies had sent me a couple of links to Kotaku.com. First of all, don't ever believe anything that comes out of Kotaku. You know,
G4.
They're out of control. But they're like, you know, they had an Xbox 360 article, and the Xbox 360s were sold out, and things of that such. And then they showed me another article of the Blue Dragon 360 bundle sold out, which they should because, you know, that caters to the Japanese crowd. But this right here, where Amazon is beating Smash Brothers, Xbox One is beating Smash Brothers in Amazon.com, and that's the Connect bundle, the bundle that we hate here in America. It's the devil, you know what I mean? It's like, this is out of control. This is crazy. I've never, in my wildest dreams, that I'll ever see the Xbox 360 doing well in Japan.
I don't think nobody did. I think this is a complete shock to everybody.
Xbox fanboys even said it's not even going to do good. You know what I'm saying? And by this happening, this is crazy. This is out of control. I cannot believe it. That just shows you how far Sony messed up on the PlayStation 3. They messed up on the Vita, the PSP, and the PS4.
Can I go after that? Can I come in after that?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, okay. Now, with that being said, see, everybody talks about, you know what I'm saying, how bad, you know what I'm saying, Microsoft has been in Japan so far, you know. which they have been. Like I think C4 told me. Who just came in here? It's somebody just came in here.
It's me.
No, it's somebody else beside you. Oh no, that's you. Dang, how the world you got 2 spaces? Okay, but don't worry about it. I guess you came in on something else. Okay, but everybody talk about how bad, you know what I'm saying, like Microsoft has been in Japan, which they have been bad. The 360, I think, sold all of what, 5 million in Japan, the whole lifespan?
No.
How much
no,
did
not
they
at
sell
all.
them? They didn't sell 5 million?
Between 2005 and 2011, they only sold 1.5 million consoles.
Damn.
1.5, and as of February 2014, they only moved up to 1.6, meaning they only sold 100,000 units in 3 years.
Now you're not understanding. There's billions of Japanese people in Japan.
Game all day. You get what I'm saying?
Let's be honest. I was also looking at the stats for the original Xbox. That only sold 2 million, which is surprisingly better than the 360.
Wow. I remember they went off on the original Xbox. I can't believe they bought that.
Yeah, so with this even being the way it is right now, shows you how bad the PlayStation really looks in their eyes. They'd rather go out and get an underpowered Wii U.
No.
Hey, they've always bought a Wii. They've always bought Nintendo, though.
Japan buys games. America buys graphics.
Yeah. Hold on. Y'all ain't let me finish, man. Y'all ain't let me finish.
Or I just don't feel like you had to throw in the Nintendo bash because that wasn't relevant.
You know the Screwface is taking Mizzah Tee's place again. All right.
Because they always have.
I said G4. I'm in M4G. You can't listen to M4G, but the reason why I said that is because prior to the PlayStation 4 being launched or whatever, Nintendo wasn't selling crap. You know what I'm saying? This is factual. You know what I'm saying? But the PlayStation 4 launched in Japan, and they just knew that the PlayStation 4 was going to sell like it sold when it released in the U.S. They just knew it was going to sell out. You know what I'm saying? And then those pictures started coming out, showing that these stores had a whole bunch of them in stock and they wasn't moving off the shelves. And people thought, man, they're lying. They're lying. You know what I'm saying? And you got like sites like M4G, NeoGAF. What was the other site that you just said before? Kotaku. Yeah, you got all these sites talking about, well, they're selling like hotcakes over there, but the pictures are showing us something different, you know. So when the official numbers coming out, and you got the numbers showing that the Wii U is selling more over there than the actual PlayStation 4, you like
tripling. It's tripling the PlayStation.
You like, what the hell is going on? You know, see, but the same thing that we speak about in these podcasts and on our channels every day, saying how bad Sony is doing and what they're doing, the Japanese get it. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They understand that Sony ain't putting out nothing but cell phone games. You get what I'm saying? They refuse to go out and buy a system for indies, which is smart. You know what I'm saying? But yet the people in America, they got this Stockholm syndrome. You know what I'm saying? And they're accepting Sony BS. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I see. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I'm gonna step back and let C4 go. I'm thinking about C4 turning on that now. No. But I wasn't taking the. Hold on, let me say this. Screwface, I wasn't taking a direct jab at Nintendo. I was saying that Nintendo had it sold prior to that situation.
You don't have to explain it to me.
Yeah, I was no. I was just letting you know. You know what I'm saying? Because I see you got kind of sensitive over there.
We all know you're a Nintendo basher.
Hey, but I'm supposed to be getting one. All right.
Yeah, I think everybody should have
one game.
A Wii U and a Xbox One or PS4.
I got an Xbox One, but I want a Wii U to go with my Xbox One.
Yeah, I think something. We need something to go.
You want it for one game.
Yep. So.
No,
one game. One game.
No, I think Xenoblade Chronicles is going to be amazing. Smash Brothers.
Not for John Doe.
Oh yeah.
You want one game. That's it.
I forgot. Yeah, I don't think he would like the same game.
He'll get all those games if he'll buy damn Grand Theft Auto and all that shit. That's just
Yeah,
the same old shit. He can buy them games.
You plan on buying what's that game called? Dragon Scalebound?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
We talked about that one on the last one. I think that might be an MMO. Zombie, you hear me?
I don't know.
Have a whole bunch of players on there. See, at the end of that trailer, if you looked at the end of that trailer, you seen a whole bunch of dragons flying in. You know what I'm saying? With other players. You notice that?
Yeah, it was dope. I hope it's not MMO because I can't do MMOs. They take up too much time. But if it's a role-playing game, best believe I'm gonna be on it fast.
Okay. Now we cut C4 off. Hold on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh well, you pretty much said it all for me. I mean, I'm glad to hear that they're doing good over there. That give them a fighting chance. Them at least. It don't really do nothing for me, but I'm happy to hear that they're doing pretty good over there in Japan. And I was watching Zobi's video, and he was showing an article where they were saying how they was going to, Japan developers was going to be supporting the Xbox One and coming out with a lot of content for it. So I'm real stoked to see what that's going to bring about, and I also can't wait to see what the Chinese market is going to bring to the gaming realm, because it's releasing over there as well.
Oh yeah, hold on. Are there any Chinese developers companies out there, anything like that?
It was a video. I don't have the link right now, but I'll check for it and I'll put it in the comment section of this video. It was a video where they were talking about the Xbox One coming to China and how they were having a whole bunch of Chinese gaming developers getting together to work on some titles. So they getting some. If they don't have any, they're getting some. They were saying in the video. I'll get a link to it. Soon. So yeah.
And there's one other thing I wanted to say. When it came down to Capcom, that's another reason why I wanted Microsoft to buy Capcom, because I feel they need a strong Japanese company in Japan who make good games. So that's another reason why I wanted.
But do you think that Capcom would actually sell to a company like Microsoft?
They ain't selling. The company got to buy stock. You get what I'm saying? You can buy a company out. You feel what I'm saying? If the star's there, you can just buy up the star. You know what I'm saying? To own the company. It ain't like back in the day where you can agree to not, and you know what I'm saying? If the stars is out there and you buy up over half of the company, it's your company. You feel what I'm saying? It's completely different.
But check it out, like Tokyo Game Show Microsoft's going to be at Tokyo Game Show. They haven't been there in years. I'm really.
Hold on, they were there last year. I could have sworn they were there last year.
I could have sworn they've been calling out at Tokyo Game Show, and the Sony fanboys were dancing and having a good old time.
I don't know. I never really checked for Tokyo Game Show.
Because they were like they don't have no games to show, and that's why they're not going to Tokyo Game Show and this, that, and the third. And I remember that, but it's like I'm very surprised. I want to know what they got up their sleeve because they say they got some Japanese games on deck, and I'm excited.
They showed too. They showed that Raven game, and they showed the Dynasty Warriors. They did show.
Well, this exclusive's coming too. I'm just curious.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious to see. That's what I was saying. I'm curious to see the Japanese as well as the Chinese exclusives. I want to see what they could bring to the table that's different from what we get from Canada and other places. I want to see what they're going to be bringing to the table exclusively for the Xbox One. That. When you think of the Xbox brand, you don't think of. That's what I want to see.
A lot of people say. A lot of
those games won't be available over here though.
But it's a region-free console, so you can always get them.
Yeah, that's why I say it's not region locked, so you can play the games anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
But check it out. Like a lot of people say that the games didn't sell well. The Japanese games didn't sell well on the Xbox 360, like the Blue Dragons and the
Lost
Odysseys and things of that such. But like Sony fanboys don't understand, like Japanese games didn't sell good on the PlayStation 3 either. You know what I'm saying?
See, nobody says that though. That's why I love Zombie Channel, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to make sure I go holler at my homie, man.
I'm the only one that went out and supported these Japanese games. I went out and got the Tales of games, and I got all the damn Japanese, the Yakuza games. And I'm trying to tell people that these games are hot, and they're like, "Man, we're Killzone, baby, Resistance. It's all about." And it's like,
man, I'm gonna throw Screwface. You want to add in on this? Because I'm gonna throw another topic in this file right here.
No, I'm good, man. Pretty much everything y'all said about it, I feel the same way.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this one in here. You know what I'm saying? Who do y'all want to own, to buy, to have Shamu?
Holy shit.
Go ahead, Zoe. Go ahead.
Nintendo.
We knew that was coming from you.
Yeah. He just completely switched out on Xbox, man. He ain't
Yeah,
even
PC. He done turned
I
to
didn't turn nowhere. I said from the jump I was a Nintendo fan.
Little switch out. But you won't.
I'm just not afraid to tell people how I feel, John Doe. It's okay. You can still be gangsta over there and not tell nobody you like Nintendo. John Doe is too tough to be a Nintendo fan.
But you know I like Nintendo. Everybody know I like Nintendo. That ain't no secret. You know what
Anyway, go ahead. Drop. Go ahead. I think Nintendo should buy it.
How you feel, Zoe?
Oh, I think if Sony got it, I'm not getting the Xbox One.
Oh shit!
Is that serious? Is it that serious, sir?
Shenmue was one of my greatest games of all time back on the Dreamcast.
One game though. One game will stop you from getting the one.
Nah, but it'll be that added on to Bloodborne, added on to other exclusives coming in the future.
Let It Die. Now, you like that Let It Die?
What, Shenmue?
No, you like that game Let It Die?
Bloodborne? Bloodborne.
Let It Die.
What's that? What, made by Capcom or something?
I don't know who it made by.
I don't
it's
know.
probably a PlayStation exclusive. I seen Bloodborne. I seen the preview to Bloodborne. I thought you said you didn't like that game.
No. I think From Software is a great company. They're going to make a great game. But would I buy a PlayStation 4 for that? No, I need some more. I need more. But if it was Demon's Souls, this one is more of a hack and slasher. They took away the shield, and the shield was one of the greatest elements to Demon's Souls for me because you was able to block. It was very responsive. By taking that shield, I just made it basically a hack and slasher, and I'm not going to put down over $400 just to buy a hack and slasher.
And a bunch of indies. I understand. Where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But go back to your your Shenmue thing, you know.
Shenmue, yeah. Whoever gets Shenmue, I'm getting the console. Best believe. If Xbox announce it, I'm never gonna get a PlayStation 4.
Oh shit.
Oh, goodness gracious, man. But I've heard this before, man. You said if they showed a Little Big Planet that you were done with PlayStation. I remember that.
No, I'm a free agent. I'm officially done.
I'm trying to recruit you to the team.
That E3 was horrible.
You man, so you better go ahead and copy one of those.
Yeah. I do
want to recruit you to the Microsoft squad, man. You know what I'm saying? We need strong supporters over here, man.
I want the Xbox One because of the Sunset Overdrives and the crackdowns and the playing Destiny with you guys on Twitch TV. Like it's gonna be fun.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Zobi. I wouldn't mind having you on the Xbox team, but we also need a person like you to remain on the PlayStation team because not enough of them ponies keep it real, man. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody like you over there to let them know that I'm one of you. I'm one of you motherfuckers, but I'm gonna call them out on the bullshit. You know
I'm with you. I ain't seen nobody over there on their side keep it real. To be honest, nobody.
But for YouTube though, Xbox One is a good business move, yo. Great business move. I don't think PlayStation 4 is good for business.
How you feel about this?
I think he lying.
C4. C4, how you feel about it?
How I feel about Shenmue?
Yeah, Shenmue, my man.
Oh, you said, what was the question? What company would I like to see pick it up?
Yes.
Personally, this isn't a fanboy thing because I don't own any of the 8th generation consoles, but personally, I would like to see Microsoft pick it up for the simple fact that the original one was on the Dreamcast, which has some support by Microsoft. One was on the original Xbox, and I just wouldn't mind seeing the third, because I was reading an article, they were saying they were supposed to make a series of 7 to 8 of these.
Damn.
And because the funding of it was so low due to lackluster sales, it just got canned. But I really wouldn't mind seeing it, a franchise that's exclusive to the Xbox, but also because I am a fan of Yakuza. Yeah. Which I believe that's made by the people who made Shenmue, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I really wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Microsoft have Shenmue because I think that'd be a great addition to the Xbox family, you know. And Sony have Yakuza, so I mean, either way, it's a win-win situation when it comes to those.
The producer of Yakuza came on stage and said that he was going. He didn't say, but he said he had Microsoft support. But the producer of Yakuza, so it looked like Yakuza might be coming over to the Xbox One.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. If that comes over to the Xbox One, I have absolutely no reason to get a PlayStation 4.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm like you were with Shenmue on the you know, you said if you go to the PlayStation 4, then you're done with it. The only reason I bought a PlayStation 3 last generation was for Heavy Rain and for Yakuza.
Dope.
So if Yakuza comes over to the Xbox One, I really have no reason to buy a PlayStation.
It's a wrap. That's what I was trying to tell you. Like, yo, if these Japanese games come to the Xbox One, it's over, yo. It's over.
Yeah.
PlayStation is done for me.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know about that.
There won't be no Japanese people that want to buy it, a PlayStation.
Yeah. I mean, because
on the Xbox.
Yeah, you know, that's their loyalty lies in their kind. You know, it's like, okay, well we got games that cater to us, and Microsoft never really catered to them, even though they came out with, you know, a couple of Japanese games, heavy Japanese games in the beginning. Those kind of fell off to, you know, they fell off to the $50 million for Grand Theft Auto time DLC and stupid shit like that. Microsoft didn't really put all of their money into those companies to make some quality Japanese games that would cater mostly to people over there, as well as people over here who enjoy those types of games.
Yo, to go back, I'm sorry guys, to go back to the who should buy Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
If Microsoft buys Capcom, imagine Monster Hunter on the Xbox One.
Oh yeah. Oh man, see, I'm telling you, man, dude. Can you imagine Power Stone?
Oh, crap. You know?
Oh, Power Stone.
Power Stone come the fuck out, it's over. I'm not even playing.
Man, I want Power Stone back, man.
Oh man. But I'm sorry to go back to what we were saying. I apologize.
No. You made a good point, because that was the main reason why. Yes, like I said, I had this conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Microsoft get them, because they do need some heavy support in Japan.
Because Monster Hunter is on the Xbox 360 in Japan, but not here.
Mm-hmm.
But if that comes here, man, it's a wrap. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm in a toss up. But I do agree with what John Doe said. I wouldn't mind seeing if they just, you know, dispersed all of their IPs to different companies.
Yeah. Of course.
You know, Platinum Games could get some of them. You know, Quicksilver and all these other 2K. Anybody can get them, and that way we all collectively, whether you're on the Wii U, whether you're on the PlayStation 4, we can all collectively enjoy these games. Because at the end of the day, a brand don't matter if you're not enjoying what's on it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So if Shenmue go to the ULA, will you buy that?
To the Ouya?
Yeah.
It's already on the Ouya. I can play Shenmue 1 and 2 on the Ouya right now.
No, I'm talking about the new one. If they get the IP just for the ULA or for the Amazon new console watch that's coming out, will you buy it?
Is that question directed towards me or everybody?
Everybody.
Oh, I'll let somebody else answer that first.
I'm not planning on going out and get an Ouya. Why would I go out and get an Ouya? I got a gaming PC. I can play all them games on my PC.
No, I'm talking about if the new Shenmue come out just for the Ouya, will you buy it just for that?
If it come out for the Ouya, it'll be on the PC.
I apologize for my ignorance. What's the Ouya?
Some dumb shit.
It's pretty much like a system where you can play a lot of emulators on it. So you download a GameCube emulator or PlayStation 2 or Super Nintendo emulator, and you can play it all on one box. So it's pretty cool. But
they really for funding. They ain't getting no funding through no Ouya.
No. I'm gonna let you know that right now. It was a good question where if you wanted to get somebody's true opinion on whether they would buy a console based on it, but you picked the wrong console.
I honestly want Shenmue to go on PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be big, yo.
That would bring a lot of shit. They would probably upbring PlayStation, because right now they need something. So that's like throwing them a bone right now.
But
They
really,
no.
but can we honestly say that it will be on the PlayStation 4 though?
Yeah, I can see it on PlayStation 4. They come out with the Shenmue, and then they come out with a new Ghost in the Shell.
Man, do you think Sony's pockets is deep enough to put that money down
Yeah,
for
that's
that?
what I'm trying to say. Like,
I ain't gonna comment on that, but I.
Because let's be honest. Let's be honest now. Shenmue hasn't been out for what is it? It's going on like what 15 years since the original Shenmue.
yeah.
So it hasn't been out for a good while. So 9 times out of 10, they're gonna probably do it like they did Bayonetta, where they're gonna have to introduce you to the first two because it's been so long. A lot of these people out here with Xbox Ones and PlayStation 4s probably never even played Shenmue. So you're gonna have to introduce these new gamers into it in order for them to grasp it. So
a lot of people wasn't even alive.
I know, and that's going to take money. Personally, this isn't me taking shots at Sony because I really don't care what you enjoy, but I don't think Sony is financially ready to take that leap to they're going to probably have to, whatever company picked them up is going to probably have to remaster Shenmue 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that.
I wouldn't mind seeing Nintendo get them though. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you,
oh no, that'd be a big move for them.
Because I know Nintendo's gonna give me a complete game. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I know Microsoft gonna throw a lot of money behind it. You feel what I'm saying? Whether it's complete or not, it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be on the developer. But I know Microsoft got deep pockets and they'll throw a lot of money at it. With Nintendo, I know they're gonna go in there and make sure every I is dotted and every T is crossed when it come down to the game. You feel what I'm saying?
If it was on the Xbox, man, believe me, you're gonna have to buy Ryu you're gonna have the Ryu outfit pack for $5.99 and shit like that. You get a different color backpack for Ryu. It's gonna cost you $2.99. You know, it's like
That's funny.
Hold on, it's something else with Microsoft.
Be complete.
Oh, go ahead, Screwface, my bad.
I said that's why it needs to be Nintendo, so it'll be complete.
Oh, so to be complete, yeah, I feel you. But something else about Microsoft though, Microsoft gonna promote the hell out of it. You're gonna see it in every Burger King, McDonald's. You're gonna see big old posters in Walmart. You know what I'm saying, with soda cans next to it. You know, it's gonna be everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna have a midnight release party and everything.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, that's what sells games. Is good advertisement.
Yep.
New tattoos.
Yeah. Good advertisement to sell anything, man. It sold that god awful Watch Dogs.
Yep, they'll even have his leather jacket in it for sale. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You go to the store,
The Watch Dogs was alright. It just got boring fast.
Oh man, dude. I went back and played GTA 5, man, and I truly enjoyed that game, man. I don't know why people didn't like GTA 5, but
because it was a piece of shit.
I enjoyed that.
That was a fucking lie. That's why.
I enjoyed the hell out of it. Y'all some haters, man. I enjoyed it.
Man. It's coming up for a PC. I don't care. Everybody getting their mods ready right now.
Go ahead, tell them Doc Holy. Arr!
How make is coming to PC.
All right, now what else we got? We got is H1Z1 the last topic?
I don't know if you want to talk on Nintendo with their lawsuit with Philips or not. That's up to you.
We can briefly speak on that, though. You know what I'm saying? You want to leave that off?
No.
I wasn't gonna know about it.
Okay. Well, we put an article. You should have read it.
I know.
I posted it.
Go ahead. Let Screwface get into it. He read it thoroughly. So go ahead, Screwface.
We're gonna let you lead this one off because you ain't letting nothing off in a minute. Go ahead.
Well, basically the UK won because they had apparently Philips has a license agreement or a license over the motion controls, which they probably because Nintendo used to have a deal with Philips back in the day, and a lot of the stuff that was developed, they developed together or whatever, and so apparently over in the UK they won the lawsuit. Philips did for the Wii U, the Wii, I think the DS. There was a bunch of things in there that they were using the stuff and it wasn't approved or whatever. So Then now they're supposed to, there's other open lawsuits right now in the U.S. and Germany and other places. So Philips is trying to get that some of that Wii money, I guess. 100 million consoles sold or whatever. They're trying to get some money. So
yeah, dude, they can bounce back with that much money.
Oh yeah,
but definitely with the Wii U on the rise, using those same motion controls, it's one or two things gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Nintendo gonna completely do away with those controls, which I don't see they're gonna be able to do, or they're gonna have to break Philips off a piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? Every console sold, they're gonna have to give Philips some of it. Which does.
Well, I mean, honestly, if they had a partnership and this stuff was developed back when their partnership was on point, you know what I'm saying, then I feel like Philips should get some of that money. So I don't really have a problem with it if Nintendo kicks it back, because that's what they're known for now, though. So if they was to take it away, you know what I'm saying, or it wouldn't be what those consoles are. You know what I'm saying? Like the Wii U, for example, they just ain't gonna stop making Wii U's. You know what I'm saying? They'll just pay Philips the money.
They really have no choice now, because I'm sure it's a warehouse. It's a couple warehouses right now full of Wii U's. So they can't. Yeah. Well, they could, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
If this goes crazy, hold on real quick. If this goes crazy, and they say they win the lawsuit everywhere, because you already know Nintendo's going to appeal all of them anyway. It's going to get drug out for several years. But the only thing that this could do is maybe, if Nintendo don't want to break them off no bread, it's going to force them to hurry up and put out a new console.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Bibia. Yeah, you hit it on the head right there.
Head first. I knew exactly what you was going to say.
Yep. They can push it to force out that console right when I want them to. I want that new console to be pushed out. Yeah. I'm over here rubbing my hands together, you know what I'm saying?
You get your bird. Man on
Zoe, you want to come in on that? How you feel about that situation? So?
Yeah, I heard about it a while ago that they were getting sued. I thought it was bad. I thought it was pretty bad. How much did Nintendo lose, or are they going to lose?
Well, I don't think they specified the numbers, man.
They haven't really released any monetary value yet. It's not settled. It just they won. Philips won the lawsuit in the UK.
Yeah,
but
the judge just found that they were infringing upon, their technology.
Yeah.
So
there's
that's
real,
pretty much what it was.
Nintendo probably could just offer them a lump sum, pay them off, and be done with it. Or Philips, could not accept that offer and maybe figure out a way to get a kickback for every console sold. I mean, there's all types of ways it can end up settling, but Nintendo's going to appeal all of them. So at the end of the day, by the time this even gets settled, Nintendo will probably have a new console out by then anyway.
Yeah, because I was reading into it. This goes from the Wii itself to the Wii Remote and the Wii Remote Plus controllers, the nunchucks, the ballot board, the balance boards, the Wii U controllers, the Wii U game console, the Wii U gamepad, the Wii Mini. I'm looking at it, so it goes for a lot. So, all of that money that they've been accumulating, they're gonna have to kick back for a lot of that.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy, yeah. They should just pay them off right now.
Yeah.
I say fuck it.
Shoot, but how much money though? That's a lot of money. Oh man, they sold 100 million consoles, man.
And that's not only including the Wii U's and the Wii's that were sold. That's including the peripherals that went with all of them. So you could technically say they had 3 to 4 per console.
Yeah. Nintendo should just offer them $50 million. Here you go.
Yeah. Which, like I said, I don't have a problem with them giving them a kickback. If they really were partners with it and really did help them come up with that shit, you know what I'm saying? Then.
Well, we know that was partners because what you say, that Philips had the system with Zelda on it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people.
Just a long story. I'm gonna try to sum it up. But for people that don't know, you know what I'm saying? Nintendo had a partnership with Sony and was gonna put out a Super Nintendo system with a CD. ROM connection that Sony was making with it, and at the last minute, Nintendo backed out with Sony and brought Philips in to do the same thing. And then they decided they didn't want to do no CD consoles, and then they were going to drop the Nintendo 64. And Philips, since they had made a deal with Nintendo, they were able to drop that console, and I cannot remember the name of it, but they dropped a console and had some
3DO?
terrible. No, 3DO was Panasonic. But they had rights to some of the games or whatever for like Mario and Zelda and stuff like that, and they made some games for that console that they dropped, and it was terrible. So I don't know if they come up with these things then, you know what I'm saying, or if they continued their partnership somewhere along the way on the side, you know what I'm saying, because this stuff come out a long time ago, or a long time after that shit happened, you know what I'm saying. So 'cause that shit happened back in the early '90s. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If they were working on this stuff back then or not. You know what I'm saying?
They had to be in cahoots.
Yeah.
They had to be in cahoots in order for them to take stuff for the Wii, and the
Wii U.
Yeah, they had to be still working together.
Yeah.
I feel that that Nintendo tried to pull a quick one on Philips or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. I mean, quick on a lot of people. That's why, you know what I'm saying, that's a whole other topic, but that's why a lot of these companies don't like to make games for them and stuff like that, too. So, Nintendo's burned a lot of bridges with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Me included.
Because of their business practices. Hey, don't worry about it, King. You're going to be copping that Wii U here pretty soon, my friend.
You right. You right.
He didn't even argue. He was like, all right, man, you got me. I ain't even going to argue. Anything, Zo, Dog Hole, you want to put something in before we move on?
I don't know too much. I'll keep quiet.
I already had what I had, but they should just pay them off and get out the way.
All right. Okay. And what's the last one? Is this the H1Z1?
Yeah, H1Z1.
Oh, man. I'm going to let Dog Hole go in on this one.
Oh, man. All right, look, check this out. I did a video yesterday about this new zombie apocalypse game that's coming out on Steam, but everybody says coming out for PlayStation 4 also. I don't really know. This is my first time hearing about that, but I know it's coming out for Steam free to play.
Oh, hold on. It's called the Philips CDI on Screwface. Dude just said it.
Oh, okay.
DDR. Okay, go ahead. And at the end of the show, I want to make sure we give people shout-outs who sat through that 3-hour marathon.
Yeah, last week I seen your list.
All right.
What else? It's a new apocalypse game. Everybody, you know, well, I ain't gonna say everybody. One guy on my channel, you know, he's going ball over hills for it. And the game, to me, it looked like it's gonna be a DayZ knockoff / with a little bit of War Z, Infestation knockoff.
Piece of shit.
But I mean, like I said, everybody, we gotta give games a chance. It's still in alpha and everything, but this is supposed to be the next big game free to play soon. And it's called H1Z1. You can go on my channel and watch it if you got time. It's up to you. But John Doe, I know your feelings about this game, so we're gonna start off with you, my brother.
Yeah, man, it look like a piece of shit, man. I'm telling you. Man, that game look like it can run on a PlayStation 1, man. I'm dead serious, man. That game look that horrible, man. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at this game, I'm like, for real? This is PlayStation? This is what PlayStation 4 was showing off? Like, they had the dude with a big interview talking about this H1Z1. I'm like, and I was wondering, I'm like, why ain't they showing this game at E3, man? And then I see that video on Dog on the channel. I'm like, oh, Lord, this game is bad, man. The textures is horrible. Dude, the movements is still down. It's the worst game. And the dude was like, he tried to make an excuse. Well, it's an MMO. That's the reason why I look bad. I'm like, for real?
And to me, I don't believe games like that is an MMO. Games like DayZ and Infestation and shit like that, them zombie apocalypse good games, I don't believe they MMO. But I missed that part on E3. I didn't know they showed this shit.
They
showed it. They put a long.
I don't remember them showing that. They didn't show that shit at E3, did they?
No. They did show something. I was watching it too. It was kind of long too. Some long gameplay.
And a lot of Sony fanboys said, "Oh, this game is coming out just for PlayStation 4." I'm like, "No, the fuck is not. It's coming out for Steam." And like,
that's Stockholm, man. That's Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, that's Stockholm, man.
Yeah,
that's the word for the day. Make sure you put the definition in the description.
Yeah, man. Stockholm syndrome, man. I'm dead serious, man.
Another thing is, like, this guy was, you know, this one kid on my channel was going back and forth with John Doe and another cat,
AG the God.
Yeah. Now, the thing I feel some type of way about, when he said this game looked better than Final Fantasy and Rift. I was ready to delete the video after that. Like, it was over after that. I was like, I couldn't understand.
That's funny.
But, you know, it is a new game coming out. You know, I seen the gameplay of it. I didn't like it because it took the guy, like, a whole... Actually, he shot the zombie in the head 9 times and he didn't die. So, but it's still an alpha. They still, you know, develop it and everything. So I'm going to give it a chance when it come out.
Dude, I don't think they can clean up them visuals much more than I see. They might do some hit detection. The hit detection might get better, man. But them graphics, dude, that's a big game, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a big game, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the graphics usually what they is. You know what I'm saying? You might can smooth them out just a little bit, man, but them textures are still going to be horrible. And I don't know what they can do about that movement because they already got it. See, because they usually do the movement before they even started, you know what I'm saying, making the game. You got to get the movement and stuff down before you start putting stuff on top of it, right?
The mocap.
Yeah, the mocap. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you usually do that first. So that stiff movement, I feel that's going to be the same. How you feel about that, Zobi?
Graphically, you know, Minecraft is beaten. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I'm just playing. I'm joking.
We are not talking about the Minecraft community, man. I don't have a problem with them, man.
Minecraft is dope. I'm just saying.
Oh, no, man.
He ain't disrespect them. He ain't disrespect
no
them.
shots at Minecraft.
Listen. We're going to leave Minecraft alone because this is not like Sony Xbox. They going to fuck you up.
No. I'm just saying Minecraft has it beat graphically. But, you know, I'm just joking around.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Minecraft, anybody is a Minecraft fan, he's joking, okay? He's joking.
But, like...
I mean, he was giving Minecraft props, so you can't...
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
But, you know... Yes, the zombies all look alike. Yes, the hit detection is horrible. Yes, it's a beta. Yes, it's all this. Yes, it should have been out months ago. Because I remember months ago, it was like, yeah, we'll be coming out in a couple of months. And then a couple of months came by, and it was like, coming out in a couple more months. And I'm like, okay. But imagine this. Like, imagine if it's me, you, John Doe, what's everybody's name? I apologize. King, I apologize. The Nintendo fanboy and Ron, right? Imagine all of us in this world, though, holding it down. Like, we're building our little forts. We're shooting off zombies. We're robbing other players. You know, like you would do in DayZ and stuff like that. We're running through in our car and our Jeeps, running over zombies. I think that would be kind of fun. You know.
There are way better games to play than that piece of shit. I'm just saying.
I think multiplayerly, with all of us on there, I think we'll be having a good time. Yes, there will be a whole bunch of better games, but as a free-to-play game, if it came to the PlayStation 4, because if it comes on Steam, I'm not going to get it, but if it comes to PlayStation 4, I'll check it out for free, and I think it'll just be fun playing with your friends and just bugging out. You know, it'll be good stories to tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you put it that way. Yeah, I guess if you were playing with your partners, it will make it more enjoyable. But the game still look like shit. You know?
The game looks horrible. You know, like if it cost, I'm glad it's free because if they were gonna charge me, I would be offended.
I didn't know it was free to play. You just put me up on something. I did not know that was gonna be a free to play game.
You know how Sony says it's free to play, but then they'll change it up and do like to pull a drive club on us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, it's a free-to-play game, so you know, I think all of us on there would be a blast. Mm-hmm.
I ain't playing it for no fucking PlayStation 4 though. But anybody else got anything else on this H1Z1 before I get to the next one?
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Yeah, I personally, you know, I agree. I mean, I didn't know it was free-to-play either, but I'm gonna go ahead on and just say that, you know, I think y'all were a little bit hard on it. You know, I wouldn't say PlayStation 1 and I wouldn't say Minecraft. You know, I give it a Dreamcast though. You know, but you know, I mean, like I agree with what you know Zoe said. if you could get all your people in there and y'all could run through it together, I mean, I think it'd be a pretty beastly game. Personally, I'm waiting for that State of Decay on the Xbox One. That's just me.
Now that's supposed to be an MMO too, right?
I mean, I don't know, but they need to add some multiplayer to it. I know that much.
I heard they're supposed to be putting multiplayer. I don't know if it's gonna be a multiplayer or is it gonna be a true MMO.
No, it's gonna be multiplayer. It ain't gonna be no MMO.
Yeah, I believe it's just gonna be like multiplayer.
What is that? State of Decay.
Oh, it's like the Xbox Live Arcade version of, I guess you would say, what's that game, Armor DayZ mod kinda, but it's like you're a survivalist in the post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah, it was an arcade game that just blew up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It did way more numbers than they thought it was gonna do. You know?
Yeah. It was actually a great game. The only thing that held it back for me and a lot of other people was the fact that it was a single player game. You know, you couldn't play it with your friends. But other than that, the game itself was great. I liked it. And for $15.
Yeah.
You know,
it blew up like them Telltale games. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's an indie game, right?
Yep.
That was on.
I think so. I think Microsoft bought the company. I didn't.
And it was an indie game that was on the Xbox 360, correct?
Yep.
And yet
it came on PC.
And yet it didn't count, right? It didn't count as an exclusive, right?
Nope.
Because it was an indie.
But Sony didn't get it.
You know them double standards as a mother lover, right?
Yeah, man. Stockholm. You don't stick with that.
You got anything to say on this?
I'm good.
All right, well, the next topic for the PC side is new MMO came out called WildStar for $69.99. All right, then this game is a MMO. You know, it's supposed to be a subscription to it. Me and John Doe are going to see what's up about it sometime today. But it's a kind of cartoonish ways, you know what I'm saying? Now, everybody know I get every MMO out, but this one I'm not getting because I'm getting tired of paying for a monthly fee. But since nobody else don't know really about MMO except for me and John Doe in here, John Doe, what you guys say about that? We're going to start from you and then everybody else.
Man, it's pretty much a plain Jane, you know what I'm saying? It takes on a lot of what the other MMOs do when it comes down to questing and leveling up. But it's basically like a grind, you know. You finish that off. Where the game actually shines is when it comes down to the dungeons. You know what I'm saying? Fighting the bosses. Like, you really got to strategize. And it brings back the actual scene, because a lot of these MMOs these days, they hold your hand through the game. You get what I'm saying? Like,
hold my hand, Daddy.
Oh, yeah, you already know. They that bad. You know what I'm saying? They that bad. But this game, it actually takes skills to actually beat some of these bosses. You actually got to use your brain or whatever and learn the patterns and all of that different stuff. So I think it's going to be a good game. I haven't officially played it, but I have watched gameplay of it. So
now,
go ahead.
Now, for all y'all MMO people out there, they brought back the big ass raids how Warcraft had, because Warcraft was the first game with super big ass raids. So they brought that back, and that's what John Doe said. The dungeons is real hard. Warcraft dungeons and other MMO dungeons used to be hard, but now they like hotcakes. It's easy as shit. So, like you said, the dungeon's supposed to be hard now, and the raid's supposed to be fucking amazing hard. But I hear a lot of stories. I don't know if it's true or not, but he said a lot of the dungeons and the raids is like Warcraft. That's why everybody like it. But like I said, I got an account today, so I'm gonna hop on it. Y'all probably see it up on my channel soon. If not, so be it. Anybody else want to say anything? Speak on this? WildStar.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's.
So I don't even think we're gonna be able to get to the sports.
No, John Doe, we passing it right there. Here go the sports of the championship. Here you go.
No, we ain't gonna do sports. We running at 137. I'm just going ahead and finish these shout outs to everybody. This to everybody.
Do the sports?
Oh, somebody said something.
Hold on. You want to do the sport? We can do the sport.
We talking about LeBron, right?
Oh yeah.
Told you.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna move on.
Let's finish it off with sports, and then we can come back.
Okay. Well, we're gonna let Screwface lead us into this. Screwface, you want to lead us in? You want to carry us into the sports stuff?
Well, if anybody has been sleeping under a rock, the Spurs won the finals.
Yes,
And
yeah.
now there's a lot of debate about whether or not LeBron is going to leave and opt out. What are they going to do with Dwayne Wade? Carmelo Anthony opted out. Now he's a free agency. So everybody's trying to figure out where they're going to go and what they're going to do. And is LeBron going to stay or leave? Now there's a rumor that Carmelo is, everybody's trying to figure out how Carmelo could go to the Heat. So, yeah, there's just a lot of NBA rumors flying right now.
And Carmelo is free, right? He ain't in no contract, right?
Not yet.
He opted out, just like LeBron and them could do if they chose to. He opted out, so he can go to whatever team he wants.
Oh, he opted out. Oh, wow.
Sure, and then you got Kevin Love. You can't forget about Kevin Love in that mix, too.
Yep. I believe Kevin Love is restricted, though. I believe. I may be wrong.
Oh, okay. Now, my thoughts on this whole situation, I feel, oh, man. D. Wade has had, oh, man, it hurts. You know what I'm saying? D. Wade has clearly lost a step, and we've seen it in the finals. He gave all he could in the Indiana series, and he just don't got it no more. And I think either he going to have to take a severe pay cut, or they're going to have to trade him away, and they're going to have to do a two-person trade. They're going to have to trade him and Chris Bosh to another squad. You know what I'm saying? But with Carmelo and Kevin Love on the horizon, man, you got to get one of those players down here to play alongside LeBron James. And I think that's damn near guaranteed another championship right there. How you feel about that, Zoe? You want to speak on the King James? You want to speak on the King?
I want you guys to remember this.
Go ahead.
When Carmelo Anthony comes to the Heat, Carmelo Anthony will be the best player on the team.
I
don't even want to hear that. No.
I agree with that.
Let me tell you why.
Carmelo
Carmelo is nice, but he's on a team with a bunch of JV high school players, like J.R. Smith and another kid that was, what was the kid that was injured the whole season? Tyson Chandler?
Yeah, Tyson.
He had to hold it down himself. So you guys are looking at his record and you're saying, oh, he sucks. No, the man is a beast. He's probably the greatest scorer we have.
Ain't nobody ever said Carmelo was ever, you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you how you're going to be nice. If Carmelo's on a team with LeBron James, LeBron James and Carmelo on the same team is going to be outrageous. It's going to be scary. It's going to be the scariest thing ever to happen in basketball if they stay healthy. It's going to be crazy. But people are going to be paying attention to LeBron more. That means you got one of the craziest scorers in the league today, dropping buckets. Yo, remember the Olympics a couple years ago when it was Kobe, Dwayne Wade, LeBron, Carmelo, and all of them?
Yeah.
Who was winning player of the games?
Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, no, Kevin Durant and LeBron James. Them three was going back and forth. And then
Carmelo was dominating every single game.
Yeah, he was showing that.
Every single game.
He was showing that.
So imagine Carmelo on the team with LeBron or another star. It's going to be the scariest thing we ever see in our lives.
A lot of people say Carmelo gonna go out to the Lakers, but I really
hope
don't
so.
see.
I'm a Laker fan, and I pray, but I don't think it's the right decision for him because it's going to be another Knicks situation.
Exactly. See, now you see how I see it. I'm like, that would be stupid. Why would you go to another team?
He wouldn't have no supporting cast.
Exactly. That wouldn't be a smart decision.
And Kobe, and we don't have nothing besides Kobe. So if and he opted out of his contract, so that means he's going to Miami. He's leaving. I didn't know he opted out yet, but he opted out. He's gone. He's going to Miami, and it's going to be the scariest thing this season. Record what I'm saying. Carmelo is going to dominate next season, and LeBron's going to let him because LeBron's not selfish like that.
Nope. And think about this. Look, they will actually be able to sit down. Like LeBron James will be actually able to rest during games. He ain't got to play 40 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. This is what LeBron wants. This is the reason why he came to Miami was for the help. Now you got Carmelo Anthony Did the whole playoffs? LeBron was by himself out there. He's looking at his players. He wants to fight. He wants to fight the.
Hold on. You seen that last finals game? Did you see that game?
Yeah.
Did you see them looks, man? Oh man, LeBron
He wants to fight his own
somebody.
players. He wants to fight everybody but Dwayne Wade for some reason.
LeBron looking like I just scored 31 points and we losing like this. 31 fucking points. This how you do me?
It's just like, yo, when Carmelo comes, watch Carmelo dominate. You're gonna be watch. It's gonna be like Carmelo's the greatest coming of Jesus Christ. Watch.
They're gonna have to let some people go though.
Yeah, but you got to understand, LeBron and Carmelo on the same team. Doesn't matter who you bring in. You can bring in bums. LeBron and Carmelo.
So that's gonna be LeBron, Scottie Pippen right there.
It's gonna be It's not gonna be, you know.
That's gonna be LeBron, Scottie Pippen, right?
You mean Jordan and Pippen?
No. Carmelo
is it gonna be his Scottie Pippen?
Yeah, that's gonna be his Scottie Pippen.
It's gonna be like Kobe and Shaq, but without the ego.
See, something else a lot of people don't understand. Carmelo and LeBron is real good friends. A lot of people
They grew up together.
Yeah.
I mean, they grew up all their lives playing basketball, AAU, and against each other.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know that, though. You know what I'm saying? They like real good friends. Like when they first came out, they was going through camps and all that stuff together. Yeah, man.
But
so I definitely see them coming up.
These two on the same team is going to be scary. I'm terrified.
Do you think the Heat trade away Bosh?
He's a big man. He's the biggest man on the court shooting 3-pointers. I'll trade him. Get rid of his ass.
You'll get man.
He's the biggest man on the court shooting 3-pointers. What's wrong with
man? Carmelo. What Carmelo is like 6'7", 6'8". You know
I'm saying Chris Bosh needs to be playing like a big man, not like.
Well,
like
they got him playing. No, they got him playing like that. He don't play like that.
I'm just saying that's why he needs to be traded. He needs to get out of there. He needs to play like a big man because when he plays like a big man,
like he played in Toronto.
Exactly. You need to play because when he plays like a big man, he's pretty good. Why are you out there shooting 3-pointers, my friend?
Because that's what the Heat asked him to do.
Though that if you look at the offense they run, they want LeBron to drive, and if he don't have a shot, kick it.
But that's the reason why you have Batty.
But here's the thing, though. It'll pull whatever post player that is that other team's rebounder or defensive man in the post. It pulls him out to guard Bosh, and that clears the lane for LeBron to do work. That's the whole thing is set up to do.
Look, LeBron can still drive to the basket, calls attention, and Bosh can still stay in the post. He doesn't need to go to the 3-point line, man.
I understand that. I'm just saying that's what Miami does. They obviously need to change it because I agree he needs to be in the post. I don't like him on the wing anyway.
He's a good. I'm not a Miami fan.
And plus, he get more touches out there on the post. He don't get as many touches when he under the basket, like you know what I'm saying. He should. He ain't getting. That's one thing about Chris Bosh. He don't get the touches that he did in Toronto. You know. So they try to set up ways for him to get more touches on the ball as well.
Here's the thing that nobody's really said though. Yeah, we all think that Melo could go there, or maybe is going there. They can't pay all 4 of them. So
no, that's what I was getting around to. Like,
the thing is that Wade is going to have to take a pay cut, LeBron's going to take a pay cut, and Bosh is going to take a pay cut, or a combination of some of that, in order to be able to pay Carmelo to come there. Because I don't think Carmelo's just going to come there on the cheap. Carmelo's going to want to make some money too. So it's either Wade, you know what I'm saying, or they're going to have to cut some salaries from all of them's going to have to be willing to restructure their contracts if they want to keep Wade there and bring Carmelo in. Now the thing about bringing Carmelo in, if they're able to keep Wade, I think they need to put Wade on the bench and bring him off the bench as a 6th man. That way they can limit his minutes where his body can last longer. Because he's not done, but he cannot play 9 in and 9 out, series after series, over and over and over. His body can't do that no more. But if he took like the Manu Ginobili role that Manu Ginobili does for the Spurs, comes off the bench, provides some scoring, provides a spark, gets the starters rest, and he goes and sits back down, that limits his minutes over the course of the season, and that enables him to be able to play throughout the playoffs. Because by the time Wade got to the finals, Wade was spent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if they was able to do all of that and bring Carmelo in, man, that they could retool and be just fine. You know what I mean?
they need to clear their whole bench. Battier, Jones, all of them need to go. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Shuttleworth, I think he about done too. He missed too many threes.
I thought those guys were great role players. Just because they lost this series doesn't mean that.
No, I'm not saying they weren't. I'm just saying that it finally probably showed that.
No, but Battier and Jones, they really don't get that much burn. You know,
and Birdman already opted out, so they're gone anyway.
Yeah, they're not going to return. But I don't want to bash them because they were great.
I'm not bashing them. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not bashing.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying y'all. I'm not saying y'all.
I mean, it's kind of like with Jordan. They won the first 3 titles, and then he retired and played baseball. Then when he came back, they pretty much had that same group there, and they lost to the Magic in the Eastern Conference Finals to Shaq and Penny. And then it was like, okay, we got to retool, and we got to, these guys are good players, but it's time to shuffle the deck a little bit. And then they brought in Robin and Steve Kerr, and they swapped some pieces out with other guys similar to those guys. I think that's what Miami needs to do. I'm not saying that those guys are bums. I'm just saying that they just need to reshuffle the deck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. They're going to do that for sure. But I don't know who's coming in and I don't know who's coming out.
Okay. Anybody else done? Anybody else want in on this before?
Man, I'll go ahead on and say it, man. They some fucking bums. There you go. I said it.
hey, man, you finna get off my heat now.
Man, Nick, you talking to me, man? You know I'm a Heat fan, but they are some bums. Man. Them dudes, the bench is some bums. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, fuck that Heat. They would never be Chicago.
Man, shut your ass up.
I agree with that.
Never.
See, Chicago ain't been shit since the Fade was in style. Shut up.
I'm not gonna say the majority of the bench was bummed. Yeah, the majority of it was bummed. Well, at least in the playoffs they was,
Yeah.
Like, and I think somebody else they could definitely gonna have to bring into the mix next year, and that's Beasley. They gotta bring Beasley in next year. Go ahead.
You guys saying they're bums, but it's like those guys aren't built like a LeBron James where they can go 4 years in a row to the finals. They're tired. They're exhausted.
Why? Because the Heat was on?
Huh?
The Heat was on.
but they role players.
They're not
required
like
to
LeBron
do what LeBron do. You know,
none of those guys are exhausted, and the Spurs came out there and put an ass whooping on them.
But LeBron ain't LeBron. He can't under pressure when they cut the AC off. You know what I'm saying? He was some type of way.
Yeah, man. I think that was on purpose too. I think that was on purpose. Yes, I do.
Let's tell you right now, LeBron shit.
The street.
If it was somebody, if it was somebody,
the streets were talking, and they said it turned off that.
So I guess LeBron never played basketball in the middle of the summer, huh? Okay.
Man, he ain't playing no 48 damn minutes straight. And that shit, man, that man was hot and tired, and knowing he got cramping problems already.
Time out. Basketball, man, street ball players play round 1, round 2. Oh, we gonna run that back.
Man, he was playing Gaikai too.
Hold on, whether they turned that AC off on purpose or not, when they went back to Miami, that series was 1-1. So that shit ain't got nothing to do with it at that point.
No,
man, dude, that momentum.
Yeah, we ain't gonna bring it up. But I want to say this.
You didn't know momentum at 1-1.
It wasn't momentum because they would have been 2-0.
Now you wearing your fans
You goddamn right, I am. Yes, I do.
John,
let me just say this to Doc Holy real quick, okay? I don't want you saying shit about LeBron James. I want you to come and talk to me when your boy D Rose get his shit together. That's what I want you.
He's better than LeBron
That's what I want you to.
Can I say something? Unlike you, I am a team fan, not a player fan, and that's all I gotta say. Y'all enjoy your night. God bless.
Nah, it ain't that easy. You over there repping them bullshits.
Because
I want you to come to me. I want you to come to me when your man start putting some work.
Oh wow, he can get replaced just like LeBron James replaced. Moving to the next one, Chicago pick up somebody else.
That's the thing about it. LeBron can't get replaced.
Oh my God, yeah, right.
LeBron can't get replaced, dude. You see what happened with Cleveland? Exactly.
So
you don't,
you're saying
you don't
retire
replace a great player. You don't replace great players.
Come on, you gonna retire? That means he gonna retire as a Heat player?
Yes.
No, he not.
Yes, he is.
No, he not.
Real quick, since we're talking about all this
Marty, I'm sweating.
and what they should do with their roster. Let me propose this question, because as anybody that knows me knows I'm not a huge LeBron James fan. If LeBron James opts out and leaves Miami to go chase another set of rings at another location, other than Cleveland, does that tarnish his legacy?
Yes.
I think his legacy is already tarnished.
Yeah, it is to me.
But that's a whole nother argument.
Well, I can only speak for myself. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say at the end of the day, it's all about what you do on the court that determines your legacy, in my opinion. All of that political shit.
That probably ain't not working then.
I mean, all that political shit about people being loyal and all of that shit. At the end of the day, you in this to be successful and to be known, and for being the best. And I really don't care if he went to another team tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still support him because I'm a LeBron fan. But at the end of the day, I really don't care where he goes.
Okay, I got a question. He go to San Antonio to get more rings. Will that tarnish him? You say you don't care where he go.
I said the only place he could go is Cleveland because he would be going back.
Yeah. No, I was talking to C4 when I said that. So he could go to San Antonio and get rings then.
I mean, shit. Look at your boy. Ray Allen. He got his ass whooped and then he went to goddamn Miami. I mean, did that tarnish it?
His career. We're talking about guys that make their legacy at one place or maybe two places for their entire career. Like Kevin Garnett, everybody could have said, well, he should have stayed in Minnesota, but he waited until the very twilight of his career to leave Minnesota and go to Boston. All those dudes that played back in the day, Patrick Ewing, all them dudes, they didn't leave. Most of them played with the same team their whole career, or they went somewhere at the tail end. You know what I'm saying?
Look at Shaquille O'Neal. He did it.
Yep.
Shaquille did do it. I'll give him that. But Shaquille was traded, though. Shaquille left to go to L.A. because Penny was hurt and that team wasn't going nowhere. But Kobe ran his ass out of L.A. and he got traded from L.A. to Miami. Then he got traded from Miami to Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really have a say to be traded. I'm talking about free agencies that choose to leave.
LeBron is probably the first athlete that I've ever seen just choose what he wanted to do. These other guys decided to stay with bad teams, or some of them got traded because of the star player didn't want them.
Well, Melo chose. Melo got to choose.
I think and Melo and Melo and what's that other bum that went to the Lakers and left? Dwight Howard.
Yeah. Why everybody think Dwight Howard is a bum, man? Oh man,
he's a bum. He's a bum. I say LeBron's thing is
he should be the most dominant. Ridiculous how dominant he should be, and he's a bum.
He's a bum with no change or cup.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but LeBron's career has been tarnished by the aspect of him making that decision, and it's like,
he wasn't getting no help in no Cleveland. Nobody didn't want to come play in Cleveland, man.
The media would give him a hard time, and it's like he's, and then they try to keep comparing him to Jordan, which they should stop doing because it's just gonna keep messing him up, and it's like I feel bad for him, but he's rich, so I don't feel too bad.
I mean, my whole thing with people keep on saying it's tarnishing his reputation because he went to the Heat. I mean, I look at it like this: at the end of the day, when you in any sport, you do it to be known as one of the greats, not the greatest. If you attain that, that's great. But you do it to be known as one of the greats. The fact that people even mention him in the same sentence as Jordan means that his skills are speaking for themselves. I mean.
No, I agree. I agree with you. I think he's a great player, an amazing player, the most dominant player we ever seen our whole lives. Besides Shaq, is the most dominant. But
I'm just saying,
he's not playing to be one of the greats. He's playing to be the greatest. To be honest with you, the question is, it's no question if LeBron was to stop playing right now, will he go to the Hall of Fame? Because we already know that answer. Yeah. Hell, without a ring, LeBron was in the Hall of Fame. You get what I'm saying?
Talking about
We're just talking about a legacy. That's too.
Yeah.
And that's what I was getting at, because I was saying a lot of people. Are you talking, Zoe?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, a lot of people keep on saying that he's he tarnished his legacy, but in my opinion, if he was one of those people who went and stayed in Cleveland, then motherfuckers would still be talking shit that saying he ain't got a ring. Because 9 times out of 10, if he didn't go to Miami, he wouldn't have had those 2 rings he got now. They was giving him shit before he got.
That's LeBron's fault. Jordan never came in and said he was the king. Kobe never came in and said he was the king. This LeBron came in putting tattoos on his back and calling himself King James and throwing the powder in the air and doing all this wild shit.
Hold on. That powder in the air came from Jordan. By the way, sir, powder in the air came from Jordan. That was Jordan ritual.
Well, yeah, I see KG did it too.
Yeah.
He's saying those things, creating that persona.
Yeah,
but if you break it down, he was a king. He was the only king on the whole team.
So I mean,
if you want to be honest, he had the right to call himself king. He was the reason they made it what they made it.
Does that make what's that kid? What's the white boy in
complete disregard for human life.
What's the white guy on the Timberwolves?
I have no idea.
What's the guy on the Timberwolves, right?
Kevin Love.
He's the best person on the Kings, right?
Yep.
Is he the king?
No, that's not. He don't play for the Kings.
No, I'm saying he's the best on the Timberwolves, correct?
Yeah, Timberwolves. Yeah.
If he put King on his back and called himself King Love, you'd be like, what the hell is wrong with this dude, right?
No, if he called himself,
it's not considered the best player in the league either. You know what I'm saying?
I'll put it to you like this: if he the best on the team and he decided to call himself King Love, I got no problem with that.
Man, his teammates are like, what the hell is wrong with? I'll say this dude is out of control, calling himself King of basketball. This dude is crazy. That's the way I'm gonna look at it. But is he putting up LeBron stats though? No, but I'm just saying.
All right, there you go.
No, you were saying that LeBron was the best person on his team, so he deserved to call himself.
I consider him the best player in the league. What you talking about?
No. I'm going by what my man said. King. He said he was the best player on the team, so that means he deserved to have the title of king. And I'm saying, well, okay, what if Love had the name King? King Love. Does that make him the king?
Yeah, it make him the king of whatever team he on. Shit.
I just want everybody to know.
Okay, well, we gonna agree to disagree.
So you're saying he's the best?
I'm king in my household.
Hey, we running into the 2-hour mark. We're gonna go ahead and end this thing because I see this one is going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, John, go. I'll finish with this. By saying he's the king,
dude.
But saying.
Go ahead. No,
but saying that he's the king means that he was better than Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett wasn't on the team when he came, was it?
No, I'm just saying. But Kevin Garnett is the best player that was on the Timberwolves. Is that correct?
But you said the key word was.
I'm just saying, but he built that franchise up. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, by him saying he's the king would totally disrespect the people that came before him. That's all I'm trying to say. And LeBron is not the king.
But you gotta look at it like this.
LeBron could be. He could be.
Say every generation has a king, though. That's what you gotta realize.
See, the thing about it, Kevin Love couldn't never do that. LeBron, goddamn, I can't get the words out. But LeBron can. LeBron can definitely be the best player ever to play the game of basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Not happening.
But we're talking to people who don't.
I said could. I ain't saying will, but he could be. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't finna go
stalemate.
Yeah, we just gonna call it because we already run it over. But let me give shouts out to Darker Phoenix 1, Shayna 123, John Niner 7, King Dre, Yomo Flow, and that's it. That's everybody who sat through that long ass podcast last week, and I appreciate y'all's support, man. That's real talk. We gonna let everybody say their outros. Go on and say your piece, Screwface.
Say goodnight to the bad guy.
C4.
It's your boy C4. Chat with me, and I'm out.
Dark Holy.
It's Dark Holy Gaming, aka Much Mouse. The body gone.
Alright, Zoe.
Yeah, it was an honor to be with you guys, man. I'm so glad that you guys let me come on, and I appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot, JD.
Man, I really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot to all you guys too, man. I appreciate that, man. You guys.
We appreciate you being here, man.
Man, it's all love, man.
It was very interesting.
Sony for life. Sony for life.
Does Mr. T talking that voice through the whole podcast?
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
he
wild.
does.
Hey, hold on.
All right.
This your boy John Doe, man. Everybody channels, including Zobies, will be down in the description of this video. With that being said, again, I'm out. Later, people. Yeah.